So, you're looking for a betting site in South Africa, but trying to pick the right one feels like a total gamble, right? Well, you're not alone. In the next few minutes, we're going to cut through all that noise and give you a clear roadmap to finding the perfect site for you. I mean, it's a crowded field out there. Everywhere you look, there's another site promising the best odds, the biggest bonuses. It can get pretty overwhelming fast. So, how do you know who to actually trust? That's exactly what we're going to figure out. Look, nobody has time to read a dozen different best of lists, so we did the homework for you. We've gone through the top guides online and boiled it all down. Our main compass for this explainer is a really detailed breakdown from betplace.us, so you can just kick back and get all the essential info right here, right now. Okay, here's our game plan for this quick tour. We'll start with how to navigate this maze, then define what actually makes a site great. After that, we'll get to the good stuff, the top contenders. Then we'll zone in on the best sites for your favorite sports. And finally, and this is crucial, we'll talk about how to bet smart and stay safe. Let's do it. All right, first things first. To navigate this market, you just have to know what you're looking for. So before we start naming names, let's figure out our yardstick. What's the real difference between a top-tier betting site and all the rest? Well, according to the experts over at betplace.us, it really comes down to 4 key pillars. First up, user experience. Is the site easy to use, or is it a total headache? Second, odds and markets. Are you getting good value, and can you actually bet on the games you want to? Third, bonuses. Are those sign-up offers actually good, or are they full of tricky fine print? And finally, the big one, licensing and safety. You have to know your money and your data are 100% secure. A truly great site nails all 4. Okay, with that checklist in mind, let's get into it. Let's see which platforms really step up to the plate. And wow, check this out. The competition at the top is incredibly tight. You've got BetWinner and 1xBet in a dead heat with a massive 4.88 score. But they appeal to different people, right? BetWinner's huge user base, over 400,000 active users, that screams trust. Meanwhile, 1xBet stands out with crypto payouts, which is a game changer for some folks. And right on their heels, you've got Melbet, another giant with a huge active community. And speaking of Melbet, it's worth pointing out that our source material at BetPlace US brings them up again and again as a super reliable and trusted site. You don't get a 4.7 score by accident. That's a platform that's clearly earned its reputation. Of course, the list of heavy hitters doesn't end there. You've got massive names like Betway, Hollywood Bets, and Supabets. It just shows how competitive the market really is. Each one has its own thing going for it. For the complete rankings and a deeper dive, we've put a link to the full list right in the description for you. But, a high overall score is one thing. The real question is, which site is the best for the sports you actually follow? Okay, for soccer fans, this is just wild. Hollywood Bets is an absolute titan. We're talking over 4.6 million visits from South African bettors every single day. That kind of traffic tells you everything you need to know about where soccer fans are putting their money. And what about rugby? If you live and breathe the Springboks or the Curry Cup, you need a site that takes it as seriously as you do. The research points to places like SportingBet and Betway for having really deep betting markets covering all the action. For you cricket fans, the whole experience has been transformed. Get this, 70% of the top cricket sites now offer live streaming, and 80% have in-play betting. That means you can literally watch the match on the site and place bets as the action unfolds. It's a total game changer. Now, no matter who you are or what you bet on, none of it means anything if you're not doing it safely. So let's talk about the stuff that is absolutely non-negotiable. Let's be real, most of us are betting on our phones these days. So a smooth, reliable mobile app isn't a luxury, it's essential. Based on what users are saying, the apps from YesPlay, Superbets, and Hollywood Bets are really leading the charge here. And this is a big one, your financial security. You need peace of mind. The best sites will always offer a whole range of trusted ways to pay, from instant EFT with major banks, to credit cards, to e-wallets like Skrill. Safe and easy, that's the goal. And hey, here's a really powerful tip for betting smarter. It turns out that using a site's own tools, like setting a simple deposit limit, can reduce potential financial losses by an average of 25%. It takes 2 seconds to set up and makes a huge difference. So, there you go. You have the map, you have the compass, you know what makes a site great, and you know who the top players are. Really, the only question left is, where are you heading next?
If you want to dive even deeper and see all the nitty-gritty details, definitely check out our main source for this whole explainer over at betplace.us. As I mentioned, the link is waiting for you in the description. Thanks for hanging out, and remember to bet smart.